Okay, I welcome everybody to this general meeting of the Space Law and Arbitration Association of Nigeria. We are going to start in a jiffy. We will start officially saying the next few minutes. Let's just wait for a few persons who are trying to settle in. Just make yourself comfortable as we start soon. Thank you very much. Okay. Good morning. While we are still waiting for official kicking off of this meeting, I can see Dr. Krishna. Dr. Krishna, you are welcome. I can see Musa Abubakar. You're welcome. Ebel Nduka, you're welcome. I can see also Chima Sophia, Chukunonyim Oko. I can also see Esosa Olutu, Esther Odunze, JC Nwanyo, Kingsley Ono, Nachi Egu, Shinwa Kinlade, Udena Chukulobe. You guys are the early birds. I must congratulate you all for setting out right on time for this meeting. So thank you. And we urge you to exercise a little patience as we start soon. Thank you very much. Okay. I can see that we have more people joining. We have Abayomi Omoyele. Abayomi, you are welcome. We have Abiodu Olu. You are welcome. I can also see Chinonye Mbafulu. You're welcome. I can also see Mary Cynthia Okundaye. Mary Cynthia, you are welcome. Okay, I can also see Mohammed Awal Danlami. Mohammed, you're welcome.
Thank you.
So we are starting 10:15. We start 10:15 so that everybody will settle down. I can also see Feintoluwa Ajayi. Feintoluwa, you're welcome. I can see Gabriel Fewara. Mr. Dewara, you are welcome.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure. Okay, so you can sip your tea or drink water or whatever you want to take. In the next 3 minutes, we start this very important meeting. Esosa, okay, Esosa was already here. Emmanuel Arirario. That name is very powerful. Chukunonyim Oko. Okay, I already welcome. I already welcome them. Chukunonyim Oko. Kingsley Ono, you are welcome, sir. Okay, Confidence Jonathan has also joined. This is Confidence Jonathan. I know you will have a bit of good luck too. Thank you for coming. You're welcome. Ogochukwueze. Ogochukwu, you are welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Cornelius.
Yes. Good morning, Ogochukwu. Good to have you here.
Yeah.
We are glad to have you. We hope to have a good deliberation. And we look forward to you making, a helpful contribution It's a general meeting, so it's not about us talking from here. It's about the members and those who have joined and how we can take the Space Law and Arbitration Association of Nigeria forward. So you're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so we have one more minute to set the ball rolling. I wish I can send a cup of tea to everybody from here, but because we are not there physically, you can just feel as though you are taking a cup of tea before we start. So just join me to take a cup of tea while we start in less than 1 minute. Okay. It is 15 minutes past 10 a.m. It's my pleasure to welcome everybody here in attendance to the general meeting of the Space Law Arbitration Association of Nigeria. Is an association that is aimed towards having an integration of players in the space law and related industries at a common front towards maximizing the potential of the space industry in Nigeria. You agree with me that the space industry has been lately one of the gold mines, though untapped, but I can boldly say that there are some countries that are already tapping the untapped potential in the space industry. So the Space Law and Arbitration Association is aimed at bringing together the professionals in space law or space-related act, and to see how we can harness that potential of the space industry, which has not really been that very, very exploited. How we can exploit it, make more money, because it's very important. Whatever we do, we aim at, either as a nation, is how to make more money, generate more revenue for the country, and also generate more fun for ourselves, either as space lawyers or space practitioners in any other aspect other than law. Also for students who are, say, in the university, either law students or students from either tech, communication, and name it, this association is all open to all of you. So on this brief remark, I want to say a warm welcome to everybody here seated. We consider it an honor for you to, honor this invitation. And we hope to have a good deliberation that will help our space industry in Nigeria. So I want to once again welcome everybody. So can I also hear welcome, if anybody can hear me?
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, my brother.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So like I said, when I was just holding brief before we start, that this is an interactive engagement. It is a meeting of stakeholders. So it is not a seminar where someone speaks and others listen, ask questions, and all of that. This is a meeting, I presume, rightly so, that any participant to this meeting is a stakeholder to the space industry in Nigeria. and by extension, a member of the Space Law and Arbitration Association of Nigeria. So we urge you to feel at home, make contributions, make your interventions, and at the end of the day, we look forward to having an impactful meeting, which we, at the end of in the long run, yield a good result to this industry and our individuals. Thank you very much for being here. Okay, without wasting time, I want to welcome Mr. Emmanuel Ariario for a short opening statement. Mr. Emmanuel, are you there? Mr. Emmanuel, can you hear me? Mr. Emmanuel? Okay, while we are waiting for Emmanuel, okay, I think he has some technical glitches, if I will use that word, which has become rampant. But this is not INEC technical glitches. Okay, so while we are waiting for Emmanuel to give his opening remark, so Emmanuel, are you there? Okay, Emmanuel is there. Okay, so Emmanuel.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Sorry with respect to a bit of technical issues that I had from my. So, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed members, distinguished guests, a warm welcome to the Space Law and Arbitration Association of Nigeria, SLAAN General Meeting. It is with great pleasure that we gathered here today to discuss and shape the future of space law in Nigeria. The purpose of this general meeting is to provide a platform for fruitful discussions, knowledge sharing, and collaboration among legal practitioners, experts, and enthusiasts in the field of space law and arbitration. Our goal is not only to explore the intricacies of this dynamic and rapidly evolving field, but also to contribute to meaningful policy discussions and advancement of space law and policy development at both national and international levels. Allow me to reiterate our association's clear objectives. One, it's to drive space policy discussions. Two, to encourage the development of literatures on space law and policy. Three, to contribute to national and international conversations on space law and policy development. You will agree with me that space activities have become increasingly relevant and influential in today's world. From satellite communications and navigation system to space tourism and exploration, the possibilities are immense. It is essential that we have a robust legal framework in place to navigate the complexities and ensure the responsible and sustainable development of the space sector in Nigeria. SLAAN has a vision to be at the forefront of space law and arbitration in Nigeria, and to be a guiding force in shaping the legal landscape of this rapidly expanding field. We aim to foster a collaborative and inclusive environment where ideas are exchanged, knowledge is shared, and legal expertise are harnessed to address the challenges and seize the opportunities presented by the space domain. Through this general meeting and the various initiatives we undertake, engage in insightful discussions that drive policy reforms and influence the development of space laws and regulation. We are committed to encouraging the production of literature that enhance the understanding of space law and serve as a valuable resources for legal practitioners, scholars, and policymakers. We cannot achieve these lofty goals alone. It is through the collective efforts and contributions of our members, partners, and stakeholders that we make a lasting impact. Together, we can shape the legal landscape of space activities and ensure fair competition, protect intellectual property rights, and facilitate the growth of Nigeria SMEs and entrepreneurs in the space sectors. As we proceed with the agenda for this general meeting, I encourage you all to actively engage, share your experiences, offer insights, and voice your perspectives. Let us embrace the spirit of collaboration, open-mindedness, and dedication to excellence. Once again, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for being a part of these laws of this Space Law and Arbitration Association of Nigeria. Together, we will propel the field of space law and arbitration forward, creating a future that is just, sustainable, and transformative. Thank you, and let us commence this general meeting with enthusiasm, passion, and a resolute commitment to advancing space law in Nigeria. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel Arerario. That was indeed an opening statement. It really reverberated the point that we cannot thrive in this industry as individuals. We have to thrive as groups. When we bring in our collective resources, abilities, and ingenuity, we'll be able to maximize the potentials of the space industry in Nigeria. Thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel. We have run off again. Thank you, thank you. Okay, without wasting time, we invite the learned senior advocate of Nigeria, Dr. Olisa Agbakoba, SAN, who is unavoidably absent for an arbitration that came up impromptu. He has to be outside this country for an arbitration that was time-bound, and he regretted not being here. But he has a capable representative who I have the singular honor to welcome to give the welcome speech of the chairman of SLAAN, the Space Law and Arbitration Association of Nigeria. So I have the honor to welcome Mr. Collins Okeke, who will be giving the welcome remark of the chairman. Mr. Collins, sir, you have the floor, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Colonel, for the introduction. I would like to welcome every person that has taken out time to participate in this general meeting. Like Cornell said, my name is Collins Okeke. I am the secretary of the Space Law and Arbitration Association. Dr. Agbakoba had planned to be here, but unfortunately, an arbitration he had been working on came up suddenly, and then he had to go. But he has asked me to, on his behalf, welcome every person that has taken time to attend today's general meeting. So basically, I'll just read out his welcome remark, and then we can then proceed to the other parts of the meeting. So dear esteemed members of the Space Law and Arbitration Association of Nigeria, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to our second general meeting. Our association is made up of passionate professionals and students who share a common interest in space law and related fields. Our objective is to promote legal and policy debates that will drive the development of space law and policy in Nigeria. Over the years, the space industry has experienced tremendous growth and is projected to grow even further. Experts predict that the global space industry will grow from a $400 billion industry to a $1 trillion or more by 2040, with space satellites and broadband accounting for 50% of the projected growth. There are also opportunities for space travel and the mining of asteroids. Now, it's exciting to note that Nigeria is not left behind in this development. SpaceX, an American private space exploration company founded by Elon Musk, has been licensed by the Nigerian Communications Commission to bring Starlink, its internet service, into Nigeria. This will provide extremely fast internet via space satellites. Also, the Nigerian Communications Satellite Limited, NIGCOMSAT, has inaugurated Next TV. It's a satellite direct-to-home platform, a joint venture partnership between NIGOS International, NIGCOMSAT, and China Great Wall Industry Corporation, capable of making satellite television affordable to all Nigerians. These are just a few of the many emerging opportunities from space technology. As the space industry evolves, the legal framework must also evolve. The National Space Council in 2022 gave effect to regulations on licensing and supervision of space activities. This regulation expands on the 2010 NASDAQ Act, ushering in private sector investments in space commercial activities. Nigeria has also signed on to the HMS Accord, a multinational set of principles, guidelines, and best practices that provide a common framework for responsible, transparent, safe, and sustainable civil space exploration. As legal experts interested in space, we must understand these changes to remain relevant. I am hopeful that this second general meeting will be another opportunity for members to interact and build capacity so that we can make meaningful contributions to the growth of the space sector in Nigeria. I thank every member of the association for attending this general meeting and look forward to fruitful deliberations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Collins Okeke. Okay, so that was the welcome remark by the chairman of SLAAN, Dr. Olisa Agbakoba SAN, who is unavoidably absent. He is with us in the spirit, only physically absent, because he has longed for this day, only for what he had no control over. And the secretary, Mr. Collins Okeke, on his behalf, did justice to a very welcoming remark. Thank you very much for that welcoming remark. So still introducing members of SLAAN, like I said earlier, that every person here who has joined in for this meeting, the second meeting of the Space Law and Arbitration Association of Nigeria, is a member. And so I recall welcoming some of the early birds joining right on time, even before we started. But just to run through that again, and if your name is not recognized, or if your name is not mentioned, please don't take that as you are not recognized, as the volume of participants here is too numerous to mention. If we are going to mention one after the other, the names here, it will require us to take additional time to the time we have scheduled for this meeting. But I will just quickly take by order of joining this meeting. I want to welcome everybody again, mentioning few names like Gabriel Femi Adewara. Mr. Adewara, once again, you are welcome. Mr. Esosa Ulutu, you are welcome. Esther Odunze, you are also welcome. Grace Tony Ogidi, Grace, I know you joined as the meeting was on, but you are also welcome.
Sorry, it's me. Sorry, it's Mr. Sosa, not Mr. Miss. Thank you.
Oh, Miss.
Yes. Thank you very much, Miss. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. You know, I erroneously presume that Sosa is a masculine name, but I mean, we learn every day. So good to know that a Sosa can also be female. Thanks for that very timely correction. Thank you very much. And welcome, Miss Esosa Ulutu. I also welcome Mr. Hassan Mohammed, J.C. Wenyo, Kingsley Ono, Mary Cynthia Okundaye, Mohammed Awal Danlami, Musa Abubakar, Nachi Egu, Nemeka Njokoacho, Rarliat Alabi, Sheun Akinlade, Udenna Chukulobe, Eze Blessing Obianuju, Ogochukwu Eze, and so many other names that, okay, just a few more names, Abayomi Omoye, Abiodun Lowu, Chima, Sophia, Chinonye Mbafulu, Chukwuma Onyekwelu, and many others. Please, for constraint of time, we will not be able to call all the names one after the other. So I humbly say, welcome every participant to this second general meeting of the Space Law and Arbitration Association of Nigeria. You are warmly welcome. We highly appreciate your presence. And please, once again, don't take it as a disrespect or lack of appreciation of your presence if your name is not singled out for welcoming. Just know that we highly welcome you. Thank you very much for coming. So, without much ado, we go to the next item in our agenda, which I am sure you must have downloaded. I recall that it is part of the bundle sent in the invitation meeting. So the next item in the agenda is the minutes of the last meeting. So I have the privilege to welcome Ms. Esther Ugweze to give us read the minutes of the last meeting of Space Law Arbitration Association of Nigeria. Host, can you please unmute Esther? Okay. Esther, can you please unmute yourself as you render the minutes of the last meeting? Esther, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Mr. Moderator. Thank you so much. Good morning, esteemed members of the Space Law and Arbitration Association of Nigeria. My name is Esther Ogwezi, and I'll be reading out the minutes of the last meeting. So the minutes of the inaugural meeting of the Space Law and Arbitration Association of Nigeria. Introduction. The inaugural meeting of the Space Law and Arbitration Association of Nigeria, SLAAN, was held on the 29th of March, 2020 at 2 p.m. via Zoom. The meeting had in attendance lawyers, arbitrators, and judges with an interest in space law. Opening statement. The opening statement was made by the founder and chairman of the advisory board of SLAAN, Dr. Olisa Agbakoba, SAN. He stated that SLAAN was established to work closely with the National Assembly, policymakers, and in particular NASDA, to help strengthen the legal, institutional, and regulatory framework that governs space in Nigeria. This includes reviewing and analyzing the current space policy and creating a new policy that covers more aspects of space activities. For example, military policy, public policy, and commercial policy. Harmonizing national laws with principles in international law and ensuring all aspects, areas of space activities are covered by domestic legislation. He also stated that space policy should be part of Nigeria's new National Development Plan, 2021 to 2025, as Nigeria diversifies away from oil. He stated that space has the potential to be a massive revenue earner for the government. Now down to the business of the meeting, adoption of SLAAN Advisory Board. The following members of the association were adopted as members of the advisory board of the association. They include Dr. Olisa Agbakoba SAN, Dr. Samson or Dr. Kafayat Olatiwo, Dr. Lawal Adam, Mr. Collins Okeke, Ms. Anne Aggie, and Mr. Ode John. Introduction of SLAAN website. So the SLAAN website was introduced at the meeting, and you can locate that https://slaanlawarbitration.org. Introduction of SLAAN draft constitution, and down to the launch of the book, Space Law 101 for Beginners, a brief introduction to space law by Ms. Anne Aggie, head of Space Law Practice, Olisa Agbakoba Legal. The book discusses space laws, space law sources, the latest developments and challenges affecting international space law, the most prominent of which is the commercialization of space law by the private sector. The involvement of private actors in space has raised many new legal issues, including questions of liability and international property rights. The book demonstrates that the current outer space treaties are largely obsolete and incapable of dealing with legal issues arising for the commercial use of space. Upcoming webinar on articulating a new space policy for Nigeria in light of the emerging opportunities. Now, introduction of the Space Law and Arbitration Association of Nigeria. The Space Law and Arbitration Association is an association of lawyers with a common interest in space law and related fields. The objectives of the association are to promote the area of law as well as its interplay with arbitration, engage in driving space policy discussions for the development of space law and policy in Nigeria, encourage the development of literature on space law and policy in Nigeria through the promotion of legal and academic writing, and contribute to ongoing conversations at national and international level on issues concerning space law and policy development regarding government-related and private or commercial space exploration efforts and international cooperation in outer space activities. Thank you so much for your time to listen to this minutes, and that is it from me. Mr. Moderator, over to you, sir.
Okay, Esther, thank you very much for that wonderful delivery of the minutes of the last general meeting. Thank you very much once again. Okay, quickly, we go into the matters arising from the minutes meeting. Okay, but before I go on, do we have anybody here who attended the last meeting?
Yes, I attended the last meeting, and so I moved a motion to adopt it. I don't know if there's any other person who was there at the meeting.
Great. So we have a motion to adopt the just read minutes as the minutes of the last general meeting. Do we have any seconder to that motion who was there at the last meeting?
Yes. As I was at the last meeting, my name is Jesse Wayne.
Oh,
I
Jesse Wayne.
second the motion.
Thank you very much. So that note is well taken. Motion moved by Codlins Okeke and seconded by Jesse Wayne for the adoption of the minutes of the last meeting. Okay, so we go on to few matters arising from minutes of the last meeting. One is on the structure of the association. The structure. It was deliberated and carried forward to this meeting for us to have like a zonal structure. Say have zonal coordinator Southeast, zonal coordinator South-South, Southwest zonal coordinator, North Central, Northeast, and all that. So, and because this meeting is open to every participant here who is a stakeholder, so it's not something we want to impose. It's something we want everybody to have a sense of belonging. You are right to decide how you want to be part of it. So we are going to throw it open for a suggestion. On the appointment of zonal coordinators. And also to add to that would be the mandate to review the constitution, which these coordinators will also be saddled with such responsibility to review the constitution of the association and then come up with something that meets 21st century association. So I don't know if anybody has anything to say on this, any contribution. The floor is open to every member, just the way I earlier explained that is a meeting and everybody is expected to make one contribution or another. So I throw it open to the floor. Any comments? If you want to say anything, you can raise your hand so that the host can put you in for your speech. I don't want to call. I don't want to start. Okay.
I don't know if I can comment now, Cornel. Can I?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What I just want to do is to kind of provide a bit more clarification on this issue. You know, the constitution review process or making process is still ongoing. So there's been this debate as to the structure that the association should take. Should it have state chapters? Should it have regional chapters? Should it have zonal chapters? You know, some people have suggested that the association should be, you know, we should have a northern and a southern zone. Some are saying we should have state chapters. Some others are suggesting that we should have northeast, northwest, south, and southeast. But all this depends on where our membership comes from. And I actually have no idea where we're all connected from. So the reason why we're throwing this up is so that every member of the association can be able to actively participate in the activities of the association. So it doesn't just look like everything is taking place here in Lagos. And so that's actually the reason why this whole we decided to put this to the entire house so that we can debate it and then decide on what is the appropriate structure it should take, so that every member of the association can actively be involved in what the association is doing. So I don't know if this provides any better clarity on the issue.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Collins Okeke, for that intervention. So it is more or less having a position as to whether we should just have a northern and southern zone, or we should have it, say, geopolitical zone, or we have it state by state. I mean, it's all our decision to make right in this meeting. I don't know if Nnachi Egu want to say something. Nnachi Egu, you unmuted yourself. You wanted to say something? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, maybe it was a mistake that he or she unmuted his or herself. Okay, maybe I should call. They say if it does not go to the mountain, then the mountain will come to it. I don't want to use a word that will not be somewhat blasphemous. Oh, okay. Oluwaseun Adewale Olisa raised his hand. The host, can you please unmute? Okay, you can even unmute yourself. Mr. Oluwaseun Adewale, sorry, you can unmute yourself.
Okay, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. Okay, so with regards to the
just a quick
region,
one, just give a brief introduction of yourself so that
okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Oluwaseun Adewale, and I'm joining from Abuja.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, sir. So I'm going to say that for effective participation,
I'm so sorry. It's not like putting you on the spot as though you are on interview. We like to know the participant, where they are joining, workplace, and all that, if you don't mind.
Okay, no problem, sir. My name is Oluwaseun Adewale. I work in Abuja with the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SLAAN. And
okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. So with regards to the membership of the organization, I would love to suggest that for effective participation, it would be a good idea if we have regions. And then first, before we do that, there is need to ascertain the number of members across the different states, so we can identify, okay, these are the total number of persons we have in the north, there are the persons we have in the south, these are the numbers of people we have in the east, the west. Then we can now say, okay, which would be more effective? Is it just splitting it into the north and south, or we have a sect in the north, we have one in the west, we have one in the east and in the south for effective participation? If the gap is so far, there may not be so much of effective participation. Then we can also have times when we hold general meetings too. So that's my take on that, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Oluwaseun Adewale Olisa. You are a namesake, the learned senior advocate of Nigeria.
And he has been my mentor.
Wow. So that means very soon you will add SAN to your own, because his own has SAN.
By God's grace, as God
Are we prophesying to you?
I received the prophecy.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, Mr. Oluwaseun has made a valid contribution, which is to the fact that we should have the categorized membership strength based on different places, and then to know how we go about whether we are going to do the geopolitical zone or state or northern and southern. But let me before you unmute yourself, Mr. Oluwaseun, if just assume that what we are doing is trying to have the building stage or the embryonic level, what will your advice be with respect to having drivers of this vision? I don't know if you get my question. Assuming, without considering that there are no, will I say, elaborate lists. Okay, these are 1,000 membership from the north, 2,000 membership from the south, and all that. And don't forget that issues of trying to get things going doesn't really require much of that crowd. The crowd joins when there is meal at the table, so to say. So I don't know if you get my question and how you'll be able to have a response to that.
Thank you, sir.
Are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, I understand your question accurately. With regards to that, of a truth, when anything new starts, it's not often determined by the number of persons, but by the quality of the persons who push and facilitate the movement.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
if the numbers of people we have at dates are persons who are passionate about the goals and the set objectives, it's not the numbers that will determine. When we begin to explore and come up with great ideas and innovations, there will definitely be a turnout of membership. So if the numbers are not as enormous as we can do with what we have currently, hold meetings virtually, do a lot. During the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of things happened even without physical meetings. There was great output. So that's
okay, but at that, you have not given a definite position as to which do you prefer. And for the record, I've just been told that we have above 700 members as of today.
Oh, that's quite commendable.
Yeah.
That's quite commendable.
So you can now give your definite position.
Okay, sir.
Bearing in mind that we have 700 members.
That's 700 is quite a good number. It's quite a good number.
Yeah,
so
what I say when it comes to driving 700 on ground to work. They have to be filled with champion zones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So for effect, there needs persons from different regions. Then we can now have representatives of each regions meet and drive things. That's going to be my take on that. So from the 700, we identify, okay, who are those in Lagos, who are those in Port Harcourt, who are those in Abuja, who are those in Kaduna.
Okay, like
can we get,
for instance, you are in Abuja. You are in Abuja. So that is noted.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, and if would you do that?
It wouldn't be much of an issue because that is the objective for being a member of an organization.
Great.
Yes.
Okay, I guess he omitted himself in error. Okay. Okay, so do we have any other contribution on this structure of the association? Any other contribution? Okay, if we do not have volunteers, I will humbly crave the indulgence of you as the Spirit will lead me to. Okay, great. I can see Abayomi Omoyele. Abayomi Omoyele hand is up. Mr. Omoyele, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Coordinator. I thank everyone for being part of this meeting. I'm Abayomi Omoyele from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you very much. Yeah. Regarding the structure of the association, it's my view that we have zonal structures based on the 6 geographical zones. My reason is that, apart from the fact that technology has actually made it easy for people to meet without being physically present in places, there are times when people enjoy physical rather than virtual appearances. Want to meet who Cornelius Gabriel is, want to meet who Olisa Agbakoba is, want to meet people with whom we share we share programs, we share aspirations, we share dreams. So there are times, we need to meet with them. Besides, when people are physically present in different locations, it makes it easy to move around such places and interact with people they think would share the same dreams with them. If, for example, I'm in Lagos, it's easier for me to move, to relate with people with whom I share certain things, like members of my MBA association in Ikeja here, or members of the MBA Lagos or Ikorodu. I can easily interact with them and then invite them to those programs, rather than having somebody in Lagos inviting somebody in Plateau State. When you just meet, virtually, you don't meet physically. So I think the idea of having people in the 6 different geographical, geopolitical zones would do a lot to improve the lot of the association. Then, yes, that's basically what it is. We shouldn't think that because we are technologically driven, we rely on virtual meetings, just as we are doing now. This is good, yes, makes things easy, but we should get closer to the people with whom we share dreams and aspirations. So I suggest that we should, move in line with having structures in the 6 geopolitical zones. That's my take on this. And sorry, I am ashamed to say this, but I have to say it. I've not really accessed the constitution of the association. I've not really accessed it. I would want to. I don't know if a copy of it is on the website of the association. I would love to access it, so I can, go through and see precisely what we have enshrined therein. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Omoyele. Before you unmute yourself, will you also be volunteering for one of the zones? Seeing you are from Lagos, maybe Southwest, if you don't mind.
I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind.
Great,
I don't mind.
great, 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 great. And for the Constitution, like we said, is still a working document. That will be available to you, and as you contribute or partake in this formation, you will definitely be in the know of anything happening with respect to the Constitution, to make your input, contributions, amendment, or whatnot. Thank you very much, Dr.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Do we have any other hand raised? Okay. There is no hand. Let my hand begin to move for the, since the hands are not raising, let me help some hands to be raised. Mohammed Awal Dalami. Mr. Mohammed, sir.
Yes.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you very clear.
Can I have the honor of having your intervention on this subject matter of the structure of the association with respect to zoning? So you give us a brief introduction of yourself and then your intervention.
Okay. My name is Muhammad Awad Alami.
Okay,
I practice in Jalingo, Taraba State.
Okay, sir. Good to have you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Concerning the structure
how are the good people of Taraba, sir?
Yeah, they are fine. They are fine.
Thank you, sir. You can go ahead, sir.
Okay, concerning the structure, I am in line with the members that be structured in the 6 geographical zones.
Okay, sir.
This is to give or to enable people who are willing to join the association, to make it very easier for them. And it will have representation in virtually all the 6 geographical zones. So I am together with all the members that suggested that it should be for the 6 geographical zones.
Okay, sir. And you also volunteering?
Okay. If there is no better member from the Northeast, since I am from the Northeast.
That is so humble of you, Mr. Mohammed.
Thank you.
The first time to say a better person. Can anybody be better than you?
Yeah, it's possible.
It's possible, okay.
Yeah, it's possible.
I know that's a statement of humility, but I mean, I understand what you are saying. We appreciate your contribution, and your volunteer is highly noted.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Okay, so my ravening hand is still ravening. Dr. Krishna Mohan. Dr. Krishna, can you hear me? Dr. Krishna, are you with us? Please kindly unmute yourself if you can hear me. Okay. Mr. Hassan Mohammed. Mr. Hassan Mohammed, can you hear me? Please oblige me the honor of making an intervention on this item of the agenda, which is the structure of the association Mr. Hazan Mohammed, can you hear me? Are you there? Okay. Okay, Mr. Hazan, while we are waiting for him, let me go to Mr. Musa Abubakar. Mr. Musa Abubakar, are you there? Can you hear me? Okay, I think he's not on. He's not on sale at the moment. Okay, Mr. Yahaya Yusuf Muhammad. Mr. Yahaya Yusuf Muhammad, can you hear me? Are you on? Oh, wow. Okay, let me go back to my friend. My friend. Everybody is my friend, but there is this friend. Esosa Olotu. Esosa Olotu. Ma, can you make an intervention on this? Hello, Miss Esosa. Okay, I think Musa Abubakar has raised his hand now. Mr. Musa, you have the floor now. I can see Mr. Musa Abubakar raising his hand. His hand is on. Is it technical glitch or what? I can see he has unmuted himself. Mr. Musa, if you can hear me, you have the floor. Okay, I can also see Udenna Chukulobe. Your hand is up. You can unmute yourself and make your intervention.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me loud and clear? Okay. Yes, I completely agree with the association structure when it comes to, from the suggestion so far, that it should be zonalized. But I think the overall objective should be to have state chapters. A humble beginning, as we are still starting, it is very acceptable that we start with the zone, and maybe from the various zones should be charged with the responsibility of seeing how to build up state chapter so that we have our membership across the whole state, because I think that should be our overall objective. But for now, I think I agree with the members that have spoken and have made suggestion that we should have from the 6 geopolitical zone. As time progresses, from the 6 geopolitical zone, we start extending our tentacles to cover the states, and we should be termed chapters so that we have a broader association. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Udenna Chukulobe. So are you also volunteering?
Not really. Okay. I just made the suggestions.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, so if I will borrow the word of Mr. Mohammed Awal Dalami, who said, if there is no better person. So are you saying there are more better people? That's just
I'm not even close.
I get you.
I'm not close to being better. But I know there are very, very competent hands.
Okay, thank you.
And I has already signified from Lagos already. I'm equally in Lagos, so definitely I fall within the zone of the person talking from Lagos, yes. And I believe that the person is capable. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Musa Abubakar, are you there now? You are still raising your hand. Okay. I think at this juncture, we will have to make progress in the agenda of the meeting. Haven't had a long deliberation on the issues of the SLAAN structure. So for those who have spoken and have volunteered, you will be contacted very soon after this meeting. Thank you very much. So without much ado, we go to the next item on the agenda, and that is giving us an insight to the space compendium. So the space compendium is...
Sorry, Mr. Cornelius.
Okay.
Cornelius, sorry.
Yes.
I just want to suggest to ensure that and to know to know where our members are from. I think I would suggest that everybody should just send the message, just type in a message indicating their location so that we know where everybody is from. So that in the event that we want to make selection and ensure that we cover the 6 geopolitical zone, you'll be able to identify capable persons from there. Because apart from those that have spoken, I don't know if we've gotten persons across the 6 geopolitical zone. So if we go through, maybe just everybody should just send chat showing, indicating their location so that it assist us in knowing if truly or with this particular session, if we have actually covered the zone and persons are from there that will actually man the affairs of this particular zone when created.
Okay.
That's just a suggestion. Yes.
Okay, that is a given. That is a given. So please, can you all hear me? Can you all hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So please, can everybody just go to the chat session and put your name, your organization, and where you are, your location, so that we'll be able to send every person a feedback with respect to the zoning structure that we just discussed about. In fact, that will even make it better and easier for us to have a continuous communication with respect to who and who may or might be assigned one work or another. So at this juncture, okay.
The chat section, this chat is disabled.
The chat is disabled.
It's disabled.
Yeah, that's just what I wanted to say.
Okay. Can the host take note of that? I think our ICT, they've taken note of that. I think the host
that should include our phone numbers for easy communication.
Yes, if possible, phone number or email. You know, some people are very particular with giving out. But if you can't give your phone out, someone like me, I gladly give my phone out anywhere because I believe okay. So just to make progress, please, if the chat session is not enabled, we can, okay, I can see it's enabled now. I can see it's enabled now.
Yes, it's enabled now.
But if, in case it's disabled, you can just send an email to us with your name, your information, and you will be contacted. Thank you. So let me quickly invite to do a launch of the Space Compendium, OAL Space Compendium. I have the honor of inviting Mr. Santos NJ. Are you there? Mr. Santos, are you there? Mr. Santos, AJ, please, you have the floor. Can you go on with your
yes, I'm here.
on the launch of the Space Compendium?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, please, could you first unmute your video so that they can see you before your presentation? Because we can only see success, opportunity, failure. That's what we are seeing here. So, and we know that we are.
Can you see me now?
No failure here. Yeah, we can see you now. So you can go ahead.
All right.
Can we all see Santos?
Yes.
Okay, good. Mr. Santos, you can go on.
I hope this afternoon already. Okay, still morning. Good morning.
Well, except you want to send us some launch of the meeting. That's why you are fast forwarding to lunch hour when we are saying at it. Please go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Once again, welcome to the 2023 Annual General Meeting of the Space Law and Arbitration Association of Nigeria. So I'm here to introduce a book, a very, very important book to all space practitioners. In fact, it will be the biggest thing that you will take home from this meeting. First and foremost, let me say this. The difference between success and failure is just one thing, and that is opportunity. Sorry, just a moment. Let me get my screen on, and then I'll come back. Just 1 second.
You know, you have started running to afternoon, so your screen is also running to afternoon.
What did you?
Unmute yourself. Mute yourself, please.
Okay. Just a moment. That will fix. I'm having a little challenge with my screen.
Technical glitches.
Let me use your word. I'm having a glitch. Okay. All right. Just a moment. My slide has gone to the beginning.
Yours?
Yes, sir. No, take it to the beginning. Right, I'm back.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be very brief about it.
On your screen.
Yes, I'll be very brief about it. Now, the difference between a successful lawyer and a failure is just one thing, and that is what I call opportunity. He said that opportunity comes but once. And the difference between the Olisa Agbakobas, the Afe Babalolas, the Olani Pekuns, the Polusoros, and every other person who has not made it to the top is just that they identified their opportunity and seized it at every cost. They seized it at all costs. Now, I'm here this morning to introduce to us and to let us know that the next big opportunity that will determine the Olisa Agbakoba of the future or the Afe Babalola of the future is space law, space law practice. Because like the Olisa Agbakoba, represented by Collins, Mr. Collins, said at the beginning of this meeting, he said that the space law practice or opportunities in space have become so large that it is valued at over how many trillions of dollars. And so a big lawyer tomorrow must be a space practitioner. Things are moving terrestrial to the space now. We know that our television, that is digital television providers, are moving to satellites. They are beginning to provide their services on the satellite. So also all the network providers like MTN, Glo, and the rest of them. So a time is coming, maybe 2030, 2040, where if you know nothing about the space, you cannot be a successful lawyer, not just in Nigeria, but all over the world. Now, that is why Olisa Agbakoba Legal is giving us this big opportunity. There are two things Olisa Agbakoba Legal is doing here. Number one, the Space Law and Arbitration of Association of Nigeria is an avenue where we all come to share ideas on the next big opportunity. And then the second one is what I'm introducing us to this morning. That is the Space Compendium. So this is the book, the OAL Compendium of Space Treaties, Policies, Laws, and Regulations in Nigeria. This book was carefully produced not to just be a mother that will launch you into your first step in space law practice, but to be a companion that will take you throughout the journey. Within the book, we have lots of materials, like we said, treaties, that is international conventions, policies, laws, and regulations that guides space law practice, both internationally and within the Nigerian legal system. For instance, you find the Treaty on Principles Governing Use of Space in the Exploration and Use of Outer Space, including the Moon and other celestial bodies, popularly known as the Outer Space Treaties. I won't give you all. You get the agreement governing the activities of states on the Moon and other celestial bodies, the Convention on the International Liability for Damage Caused by Space Objects, and other space international conventions. You also get the National Space Policy, the National Space Research and Development Agency Act, that is the NASDA Act 2010. And even most importantly, and this now is something that you can hardly find anywhere. You can hardly find it anywhere. We have gotten calls from abroad and all over the country just to get this. You can only find this in OAL, and that is the Regulation on Licensing and Supervision of Space Activities the NASDAQ regulation 2015. Now, for now, a lot of us have not been exposed to this document, but I assure you that from any moment from now, it's going to be a big issue, the NASDAQ regulation. And so every practitioner who seeks opportunities, you will need this document. So the compendium, the OL compendium on space treaties, policies, laws, and regulations is a book that you can find on our website. Let me take you through a very short way that you can get the book. You go to our website. First of all, you go to our website, that is oal.law, www.oal.law. From our website, from the website, you now move to, sorry, just a moment. First of all, you go to our website. From our website, you go to our publications. From publications, you will get the book. That is a compendium. When you get there, you click on the book and then add the book to your cart. After adding the book to your cart, then you can go further to purchase it by paying, and then you get a link to download the book. And so I encourage all of us for this, for all of us who have attended this meeting, we are giving some sort of bonanza. We'll reduce the amount you can purchase the book for. That will last for just about an hour or two. Within and after this general meeting, you will get it for 4,000 naira only. When you get it, you know that you are getting one of the biggest things that will make you the biggest lawyer in the next 10 to 15 years. So I wish you all rush down there to our website and then get your copy very quickly to be reduced to 4,000 for 2 hours following this meeting. Thank you, Mr. Cornell. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Santos. Just to say that I do not know what to say more than to agree with you that the difference between success and failure is opportunity. And opportunity is not dashed, is not what is thrown at you without you seizing that opportunity. So the Space Compendium is a handbook that will be of a great help to you if you really intend to be a good space lawyer in Nigeria or even globally. Much, Mr. Santos. In fact, I didn't know that we have one of our, my lords, one of the highly respected justices in our profession, and I was just calling Musa Abubakar. My Lord, I hope you forgive me. I take the leave of the court to have a retrospective plea to the fact that having addressed you all this while as Musa Abubakar was by your leave, my Lord. And having this privilege of having you here, I believe you had granted me this leave even before I sought for it. So, panelists, participants, we have in hands this meeting, state of my Lord Musa. Lord, please pardon me for not to have taken note of you all this while. I wish you had just put more honorable justice so that we accord you that respect that is due for you. So, my Lord, your hand is still raised. I don't know if you just want to make any intervention, or you want to give an insight generally, because it's a privilege to have you out of your busy schedule to join in this general meeting. It goes to show the importance of what we are talking about, and also your my lord's regard for the subject matter. My lord, can you hear me now? My lord, can you hear me now? Are you with us now? My lord has been with us, just that my lord has some technical issues. Okay, my lord, whenever you are able to speak with us, you can just go ahead and speak with us. We don't take your presence for granted. We consider honor for you to seize out this time out of your busy schedule to join this general meeting. We appreciate you, the Honorable Chief Judge of Katsina State, MD Abubakar. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so we go to the next on the agenda, and that is talking on, Mr. Bayomi, can you mute yourself, except you want to say something? Mr. Bayomi, please, you can mute yourself.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, so if you don't mute yourself, I will assume that you want to say something. Okay, so we want to have a quick discussion on proposed activities for the World Space Week. Now, we are proposing the Space Week from October 4th to October 10th. So right now, I will invite Ms. Nkechinyere Odunze to just give us a discourse on the proposed activities of the World Space Week. And I urge everybody to pay attention on this, because this is going to be one of the events that this association will also be launching out. And we urge every participant here to really, really participate fully in that event. The host, please, can you let in?
I'm here.
Okay, you are here already. Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so good morning, everybody. I am Esther Nkechinyere Odunze, and I'll be introducing us to the Space Law Week. That's World Space Law Week. So the one for this year, 2023, is scheduled to hold from 4th to 10th of October. So the title for this year's Space Law Week is Space and Entrepreneurship. So space technology has come a long way. Inception, now it has opened us to frontiers, new opportunities for commercial ventures. As the barriers to entry continue to diminish, the commercialization of space technology, it presents an exciting and promising landscape, opportunities for us lawyers, for entrepreneurs in general. So we at SLAAN now, we are proposing to use this opportunity to create awareness around space law, promote our visibility as an association. So we have a proposed work plan already. We would be posting some content on our social media platforms for day 1 to day 7. We want articles, videos on introduction and definition of space entrepreneurship, educational posts, highlighting commercial activities in space, sharing benefits of space technology and how it can revolutionize various industries. We're also proposing that we would have interactive quizzes or trivia shared on our social media platforms so that people, our audience, can contribute, just to engage our audience and test their knowledge about space treaties, international cooperation, and the legal aspects of space exploration. So we're calling on members of SLAAN now. If you have other suggestions, or if you have articles, yes, things that you have published regarding space law, or things that highlight, or content that highlights commercializing space technology, if you're interested in making videos, if you're interested in writing articles in relation to the Space Law Week, we would love for you to contact us and share your content. We would also credit this work to you. If you are going to be sharing an article with us on space and entrepreneurship, we will definitely give you your credit. If you are interested in making videos, we'll upload on our social media platform, tag you to the video. So this is just a call to every member here to promote the Space Law Week using the SLAAN platform.
Okay.
So at this point, I also want us to give suggestions, like other than what I have listed out as our work plan. If you have other suggestions to promote the Space Law Week using our platform, please share with us.
Okay, Kechinyere, why you will still wait, please don't leave. We are going to do this together. We solicit contributions, insights, suggestions, how we can make this an all-important event. Okay? So just as we did in the last item, which is the zoning, this program is not OAL program per se. It is SLAAN. It is what we are all doing as an association. So yeah, though we are just trying to push, every other person can also have an input. The glory comes to all of us. Like Esther has said, if you have an idea, you have an article, you have an approach, the whole essence of it is to impact the space industry. So we are looking at the space and entrepreneurship. So what it means that we are not just looking at government, individuals can also be coming into the space industry. For instance, Elon Musk, who is even trying to tap the space industry. We will call it industry. Yeah, it's an industry, even though it's not really that now, but that's what we are hoping for it to be. So we are urging everybody to make a contribution. Udena, your hands, is it your two hands that are up or one hand that is up? I can see one hand. So please, why your one hand is up?
Sorry, I was hoping,
okay, go ahead
that the proposed program. I was hoping that the proposed program would have been shared with us so that we see what the proposed programs are for the week, so to enable us make our contribution. Though Chinyere has just given us a summary of what the proposed program, but I was hoping that it would be shared for us to enable us see and possibly enable us have a contribution as to what the week will look like.
Okay, Esther, did you hear what Ms. Udena said?
Oh, yeah, yes, I heard him. So,
so can you just quickly run through slowly? I think you were too fast when we are
okay. All right.
So
okay.
Slowly.
I'm talking about share, or can it be shared? Can it be shared on the screen so that we'll see?
Okay, on the screen now.
Yes.
That might take us going through some technical stuff. So that's why I want her to just slowly go through to those items we have lined out. So is that there?
All right, yes,
Just
I get that.
Itemize them.
Okay, so first of all, why I just like ran through it is because we want more people to be involved. We want members of SLAAN to be actively involved in it. So we would have appreciated if the bulk of our work plan is from the members that are present in this meeting, not just our own proposed plan. So this proposed plan is just what we think the Space Law Week can be like, but we want our members to be the ones like heavily pushing the week. Regardless, I will still run through this. So for day 1 and 2, we are looking at an article introducing space entrepreneurship. So this article is supposed to highlight how space entrepreneurship has brought innovations and advancement to the space industry. It should also mention examples of space entrepreneurs. It should also highlight challenges faced by space entrepreneurs. So that's what we are looking for, an article that we can post day 1. And day 3, we are looking at videos now. A topic is not yet decided. So this video, it should also be on space law. Whatever format is going to take, it should relate to space law and space technology. And day 4, we're thinking of sharing interesting facts about space law and the significance of exploring space and its commercialization. We also highlight the relevant space treaties, international treaties now, agreements and legal frameworks that govern space activities. And we could also like post something, have a content around how space law promotes cooperation and sustainable exploration. And for our day 5, we're thinking of highlighting the commercial activities in space. You know, the other ones we have just been talking about entrepreneurship, but day 5 this time around, we will concentrate on the type of activities in commercial space now. It should also talk about benefits of commercializing space technology. This could be a video, this could be an article. We are not yet sure how this will go. So it's our members that will decide how the content will be produced. For the interactive quizzes or trivia, like I said, we are proposing that this is on the 6th day. So this is space law themed quizzes, trivia questions. It will just test their general knowledge on space treaties and the legal aspects of space exploration. This we as members now, we are required to share the link to our quizzes to our community, people that we think can engage this host. And then for day 7, this is just to mention random figures, notable figures in space law, astronauts, experts in the field. Then we also share inspirational and thought-provoking quotes that emphasize the importance of space law in shaping the future of space exploration. So our strategy basically is just to promote visibility of SLAAN to partakers. It's a world program, it's a global program. So we want SLAAN to be actively involved in this year's Space Law Week. So for the 7 days, we want content, articles, videos, write-ups, short facts. We just want visibility for our association, and we also want our members to be the ones championing it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so Udena, you still have something to say, Ms. Udena?
I don't have anything to say now.
Okay. So once again, I throw this open to the floor for contribution. Like I said, it's our program. It is not OAL program. It is Space Law and Arbitration Association program. So we have to make a contribution. Aside your contribution in this meeting, if there is anything you can also come up with, you send it to us. So I don't know. I will still do on my search. I'll still go on for my search to scout for, like they say, if you don't signify, I might come to you to say a word or two. Dr. Dr. Kopan. Dr. Kopan. Dr. Kopan Bariyima. Dr. Kopan Bariyima, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, you had the proposal for the Space Week, World Space Week, which commences October 4th to October 10th. Do you have suggestions?
I sent my inquiry to the chat box.
Okay. Okay, you say, is it going to be visual or physical? Nkechinyere, can you respond to that?
Oh, okay. So it's an online strategy. It's not, we don't have to meet anytime. The content strategy is majorly online. So you just share your articles with us, you share your videos with us, and we post. So our major platform is our social media pages, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. So this is where we'll be doing the major awareness, and then we'd also be using the global hashtags, the World Space Law Week 2023. So it's an online strategy. There's no need for physical meetings.
Okay.
Okay, doctor, why trying to go ahead with your speech? Let me just come in a bit. Yes, like she said, it is proposal. That is their own proposal, subject to whatever the association can say. If Doc says, no, we have to do a physical World Space Week, where we will have some members come together, who are we to say no? So it's just proposal from the perspective of their own committee, who are saying, yeah, since we are members of Space Law and Arbitration Association of Nigeria, so it is good we start doing something. Now there's going to be World Space Week. We have to also do something. We are throwing it open to everybody for us to have input. So whatever she said is not conclusive. I don't know if you get my point. Okay, Doc, you are okay with the online. Doc just responded that he's okay with the online plan. So do we all agree on online, or do we propose a physical? Please, let's try and have.
Can I
okay,
can I
you are
come
back?
here?
Yes, go ahead. Okay, Mr. Collins, sir.
Okay, I think this takes us back to the earlier conversation we're having about the structure of the association. Yeah. Because if we decide to do a physical event, we are most likely going to exclude a lot of members, which is why the thinking is that it'll be online for now, and maybe when we are able to get the structure right, then it becomes very easy to decentralize activities, so we can be having simultaneous physical activities across the country. I think that's the general thinking. But for now, I am thinking that it would be best for us to proceed online, and then going forward, as we begin to formalize our structures, then we can now begin to have physical events. That's just my own take.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Collins Okeke, the secretary of the association. Do we have any other? We have any on this? It's all about us. It's all about the association. So we have to have a voice. We have to have a sense of belonging. It's not left for a few individuals to do. It's for all of us. Because at the end of the day, when our offices, social media handle goes out, in commemoration of the World Space Week and what we are also doing in Nigeria here. It goes to boost your practice. It goes to boost your office or your company, and shoots you out as a go-to person in a space world in Nigeria. So, Mr. Kingsley Ono, please, can you unmute yourself and say a word or two if you are there?
All right, good day, everyone.
Yeah, good day, sir.
All right, I'm Dr. Kingsley Ono. And
oh, Doc, I'm so sorry for the oversight. There is no Doc there. That's why so now that I know, Dr. Kingsley Ono, you can.
Okay, actually, I had some technical hitches within for some time as we're talking about the Workspace Day event. So, but from the last thing I picked from the contribution of the secretary, which is like thinking of a virtual event now instead of a live event. So, and again, looking at the time frame between now and October, coming up with a live event may be on the high side in terms of cost implications. So I think I will support the submission for a virtual event. But the thing is that it may be good for us to set up like a committee that would actually work on, or if there is already an existing committee that could actually plan for the event and then carry members along on what role that they may play in this regard. So it will be good because having more members that participate in it will also create more awareness because it goes on to the feasibility of the program and increasing the number of participation, and it will be a very good way for us to start. So that's my opinion, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Kingsley Ono. I expected a brief introduction before your speech. I don't know if you can just do that, like where you're calling from and who you are.
Okay, my name is Kingsley Onu. I'm a lecturer at the Faculty of Law at Adeleke University, where I teach environmental law and energy law, and I also research on space law as well. So, and I'm also into private legal practice.
Wow. Interesting. Thank you so much, Doctor, for being part of this meeting today. We appreciate you, sir. Okay, so at this juncture, we go to any other business, AOB. Do we have AOB? I would have loved for my Lord to say a word or two to us, but unfortunately, the technical glitches is my Lord. My Lord, just know that we appreciate your presence. We appreciate your presence. We appreciate your presence. We lack the adjective to qualify our appreciation. You out of my Lord's busy schedule to join this general meeting. We appreciate my Lord. Okay. Any other business? Does anybody have anything to say under AOB? In the absence of oh, okay. I can see that our managed partner, Yvonne Ezekiel, has been on, and what an oversight for me not to have recognized the managing partner of Olisa Agbakoba Legal. We formally call her YE. YE, you're welcome, ma. Yeah. Can you unmute yourself, ma, and say just hi to the participants of this general meeting? YE, if you can hear me, can you unmute yourself and say?
Yes, I have. I have. So I just want to say, well, welcome to everybody who has been part of this meeting. We're grateful that you took time out of your busy schedules to join us. And we're looking forward to having a very, well, we've had very robust discussions, but what we're looking forward to is ensuring that we're able to achieve the aims and objectives of the Space Law Association. And like Cornelius has pointed out, this is a burgeoning industry, an industry that would certainly have its economic impacts on our economy and in the world generally. So we're hoping that, you know, as we get together to begin to push this industry, that we would all reap the benefits of what we are trying to achieve. And hopefully we can all become mini Elon Musks at some point in time. So once again, thank you all very much for joining and for all your contributions and making this a great success. Thank you, Cornelius.
Thank you very much, ma.
Over to you, Cornelius. Take you.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. In fact, why you have just prophesied, we are now, because I'm saying now, I don't want to say in the future, the Elon Musk of today and tomorrow. So guys, from today, I'm now rolling with Elon Musk. So I don't know about you guys. So let's all come on board and see how we make the Space Law Arbitration Association the thing that we all dream it to be. Because at the end of the day, we all make all the good out of it. Make more money, make fame, make every other thing that comes with it. I want to say thank you for this wonderful deliberation so far. And thank you, YE, for taking out time out of your busy schedule to also be here. Thank you very much. So at this juncture, I want to call for a vote of thanks. And I have the honor of welcoming Mary Cynthia Ekundaye to give us the vote of thanks for the day. Mary Cynthia, are you there?
Yes, I am. Thank you very much, Mr. Cornelius. So I am Mary Cynthia Ekundaye, and I'll be giving the vote of thanks. First and foremost, I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation to all the distinguished guests, namely Honorable Justice Musa Abubakar, Dr. Olisa Agbakoba SAN, Mrs. Yvonne Ezekiel. Thank you for your presence and contribution to the success of this meeting. I would also like to express our deep gratitude to the organizing committee who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes. Your dedication, enthusiasm, and meticulous planning have ensured that every aspect of this meeting has been well executed. And I really want to say thank you and even congratulations. It is also important to acknowledge the invaluable support we have received from our sponsor, Olisa Agbakoba Legal. The generosity and belief in our cause has helped us to bring together such a diverse and engaging group of individuals. We are truly grateful for Olisa Agbakoba Legal's contribution and for being an integral part of our journey. We would especially like to thank the ICT department of, again, Olisa Agbakoba Legal for providing a hitch-free technical platform for this meeting. We are truly grateful that this meeting went very smoothly. Last but definitely not the least, I would like to appreciate all the members of SLAAN for their unwavering commitment and passion. Your invaluable insights, active participation, and feedback have been instrumental for making this meeting a success. I want to emphasize again that this vote of thanks does not really capture the full extent of our gratitude. We are immensely grateful to all of those who have contributed in any way to the success of this general meeting. Thank you once again for being a part of this memorable occasion. Let us continue to collaborate, learn, and gather together and grow. So that's it for the vote of thanks. Thank you very much once again, and have a lovely day.
Okay, on this note, at exactly 4 minutes past 12, we bring the second general meeting of the Space Law and Arbitration Association of Nigeria meeting to a close. Do have a lovely day. We look forward to meeting again sometimes soon. And on that note, we have to move a motion for adjournment of this meeting. And who is moving the motion?
I'd like to move the motion.
Okay, JC.
My name is Jesse.
Yeah, JC, when you move the motion for adjournment, and who is the seconder?
I, Oluwaseun Adewale Olisa, second the motion for adjournment.
And Oluwaseun Adewale Olisa. I almost called Senior Advocate of Nigeria.
Very soon you will attach it.
Okay. Okay, gentlemen, it's been a wonderful deliberation. So do have a lovely day. I look forward to seeing you guys soon when we convene another meeting as adjourned today. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.